this is Francis. I think we all know Francis. What do you remember about this incident?
It's so crazy because when it's not your time, it's not your time. We were supposed to be there all day, like Jason said, and my flight got delayed because it was storming really bad in New York City. So I wasn't gonna make it um, on time, and it was gonna be myself, Jason, and his other assistant. So because of my flight being delayed, and I think he didn't want to go like alone um without me. He pushed it back to 8 o'clock. I don't remember 100% if their flight was also a little late, but mine was definitely super late. So I know that that's the reason why he wasn't at the show earlier. And if we were at the show earlier, he probably would have been gone. We all would have been gone probably.
Wow, wow! Just chance of fate that you guys are still here. That planes got delayed. Did you have to testify or do anything with the police during that whole investigation?
Well, I didn't have to testify in the court, but like that day, they afterwards, because Jason continued working. Um, we They pulled Jason to the side, and Jason sends me a picture like, "Hey, have you seen this guy?" And I was like, "Oh my god, he looks so familiar." And he's like, "Seriously, come in." And he told them the guy did look familiar, like from Jason's page. I mean, Jason has a lot of fans, but like certain people kind of do stick out. You know what I mean? So I was like, I remember
Yeah,
him.
you will
I
remember
remember
him.
him. I'm sorry.
I said, yeah, certain people do stick out, and that's something you remember.
Yeah. So I was like, I remember him. He looks familiar, and we're not sure. I want to say that I saw him at a New York Comic Con type of thing,
Oh wow.
but
How was Jason with security like after that? Was it more strict? Did he have like
um,
20 security guards? Did he get a little
yeah,
bit more lax?
it was definitely more strict, and definitely more security, especially for shows that were very Power Ranger related, Lexington, Rhode Island Comic Con. Because remember, guys, like Jason was threatened previously by certain people, and you know, this was probably the worst of it because the guy actually did attempt. He even had like literally a text message that said "kill JDF" on it,
Wow.
and I remember the police were telling me that he was this guy is a big guy. You know what I mean? Like I want to say over 400 pounds maybe. And when they had to, it was like six police. I don't know if you showed it. It was like six police guys tackled him, and he soiled himself when they tackled him.
What?
He was like sitting by the elevator, and where they found him, he was like in a Punisher, uh, his face painted like the Punisher, and they tackled him. And I know the police who he's great. He was amazing. His name was Mark. Uh, they tackled him, and like he soiled himself. That's like how
Holy shit.
crazy, like crazy hard they went after this guy.
Wow. Well, I'm so happy you made it out safe and Jason made it out safe. It's amazing that even after that attempt on his life, he still showed up to work that day because I would have took the day off.
Well, like listen, guys, like Jason was someone that he played no games. Like, you guys, I know you guys don't might not see like that. He was gangster. Like he was not. He didn't play games. He didn't like people punking him. He didn't. He wasn't. He didn't like to be a quitter. You know what I mean? So he's like, I'm not gonna stop not seeing my. I'm not gonna not see my fans because of this. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
And
I'm gonna come up on top.
for those who don't know, this was Francis is JDF's assistant of over 10 years, telling this crazy story or just sharing the behind the scenes, if you will, of what all went down, him soiling himself. What about his family? Did he have a family? Did his mom or dad reach out or anything like that?
No one reached out. I know that Jason did reach out to the court, and you know, Jason was more gracious than me because I was like, "F him," you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
throw the book. Like we could have died.
Yeah.
Um, but Jason was like, God forgive him, and he needs mental health. And I know that Jason wrote, I actually helped him write a letter, to the court, kind of asking for him to get help.
Okay.
Um, so I know definitely that Jason wanted him to get help and forgave him. I mean, this guy had crazy stories. Like, he said he stabbed Jason 15 years ago, and I was able to read the police report.
Oh
Um,
wow.
and he basically, like, I mean, not the police report. When they catch him and they interview him, he said that um, Jason was a bad guy, and that he was saving Jason's family from him.
Which
Um,
family?
that he was saving Jason's family. I don't know which family. Definitely not Tammy and Jenna, but
Okay.
um, he was saying, like, he was saving his family because Jason was evil and a drug dealer, like crazy story from
Jesus.
another planet. He said he stabbed him. He said that Jason, it was like wild, a wild story, wild story.